Wait,
As Santiago said, this is really, really weird.
you know, this sighting, we are very disconcerted by this thing in the sky.
What is this?
We don't know how to call it. Just watch carefully, and it's morphing itself. What can it be? This is in Mexico City. A video by one of our most respected sky watchers. But look, the lights and the strange dark, like cloud or like strange substance around. But I mean, these are the kind of sightings that we are having now in Mexico.
It's like a cloud with and has energy inside, or what? Or what?
And it's huge. So we are now having strange sighting of an unknown kind.
This is really unexplainable. And this was recorded a week ago, 20th of February.
At certain times, it looked like a flying humanoid. You remember the flying humanoid sightings, also very weird phenomena. And sometimes the light is so intense, we think it has its own light. It's not the sunlight with reflecting, but
Probably
again,
you remember the one that was recorded in 2005 by Horacio Roquet.
this is the most
Another flying
mysterious.
humanoid.
The most mysterious of all flying humanoids. Look at that. And it has some kind of device on the feet and also a light. So what do you think? Would you like to witness something like this outside of your home?
There is a legend. Quetzalcoatl is the divine serpent, is the god. The serpent that can fly. The bird serpent. The colorful serpent. Is that a legend or has some reality behind? I'm going to present you this continuation because now is more, we can see more often this. We can see continuously sightings of the so-called EVANIs, which are, I call them biological entities, unidentified biological entities, because I don't know how to call them. And there are many more witnesses now recording the same. This first one is from 2007, and I present this because you can clearly see how this thing, whatever it is, changes colors. When it changes colors, you cannot say it's a balloon, a group of balloons together, or what. It's the same object, but now has different colors, or different shape, or different, how you say,
different characteristics, and it's interesting to see how it moves smoothly. It's a very high altitude, you know, it's a very high altitude. So it attracts our attention, how it keeps all the time the same characteristics in its shape.
different patterns.
It doesn't bend.
Okay.
So at that altitude, now this is another one.
This is from November the 8th, 2009, and this is Arturo Robles Gil, again recording this. You can see the movements of these things, and you can consider that it is prohibited to fly these kind of things in Mexico, because the airport is almost downtown Mexico City. Then to have this in downtown, in the central part of Mexico, is really dangerous, because these objects
This is interesting. This video is interesting. You can see the small orb?
The size of these objects is around 50 meters, probably.
Many times these objects release spheres, or many times there are what we call the vigilante, big sphere very near.
Okay, now we have a different UFO hunter, which is Octavio Hernandez, and he records with an X-ray camera. And you can see after the object left, there is a fleet behind it. Okay, let me put the fleet because you didn't see it. And I believe there is a relation too between these objects and the presence of the so many spheres. Here you have something similar and different at the same time. The movements, the shape is like a scratching, yes.
And there it is, again, a small sphere to the right. Well, these kind of shapes always disconcert us because the size, the movement, sometimes airplane came closer. I think we have a clip, is that right, Jaime?
Hmm?
I think we have a clip with an airplane passing by very close.
Yes, we have.
And but there has not been a single accident yet.
Again, we have a fleet after the presence of the object, like it releases all the spheres. The legend says that Quetzalcoatl, the divine serpent, would come back to claim its kingdom. And that would happen before the end of times, the beginning of the new era. Again, we are close to 2012, and it's amazing how these sightings have increased. You have had some, especially in Los Angeles area in California. We have videos from England and Portugal. And probably some other places, but we have them in different countries, very, very especially in Mexico. This is a new UFO hunter. It's Ismael Lopez, and he has recorded beautiful, beautiful videos where you can see the movements of the objects or organisms or whatever they are. This has to be huge. This has to be more than 50 meters long, probably 100 meters, bigger than an airplane. And if an airplane confronted with these things could have an accident, a crash, even if these things go inside the turbines, would stop the airplane, even if they were balloons, then this is terribly dangerous. Sometimes they are with what we call a sentinel, a little sphere that watches very close to the big object. You can see that, and look how fast both are moving now. It's like the little thing is taking the big one away.
Now you're going to see the video that I was talking about.
This is the one with the airplane.
Yes.
Santiago.
Just watch carefully because you will see the airplane, commercial airplane, passing by very close.
As a matter of fact, an American Airlines plane.
Look at that. And look. Well, that was very risky. And you see?